The $50,000 mistake. Why hiring the wrong tax company could ruin your life. I'm going to tell you about David. David paid a tax resolution company $15,000 upfront to resolve his $50,000 IRS tax debt problem. 18 months later, his debt has grown to $67,000. The IRS was garnishing his wages, and the company has stopped returning his calls. This happens every single day because people don't know how to identify legitimate tax help, and they fall for these expensive scams. We're here to show you exactly what to look for. The tax resolution industry is filled with companies to make big promises, but delivers nothing but big bills. They paid for the $1 million TV ads promising to settle your tax debt for pennies on a dollar or to stop the IRS immediately. But here's what they don't tell you in those ads. David's story is typical. He saw a commercial claiming that they can eliminate his tax debt for a fraction of what he owed. The salesperson was convincing, the promises were exactly what he wanted to hear, and he only had to pay $15,000 upfront to get started. He thought it was buying peace of mind. Instead, he got assigned to a junior associate who has never actually negotiated with the IRS. They filed some basic paperwork, requesting his financial documents multiple times, and kept telling him the process takes time. Meanwhile, these interest and penalties were accumulating on his tax debt. When David finally got frustrated and demanded results, they told him that his case was actually more complex when they initially assessed him. And they were going to need additional fees in order to cover these advanced resolution strategies. When he refused, they stopped working on his case entirely. Here's what David should have known. Legitimate tax resolution follows specific IRS procedures with predictable timelines. An experienced professional can tell you within the first consultation what options you may qualify for and approximately how long each will take. Some red flags that David missed. They promised specific outcomes before even reviewing the case or his financials. They demanded large upfront payments. They wouldn't provide references from actual clients. They couldn't explain the IRS procedures they would use. They had no licensed tax professionals on staff. Most legitimate tax resolution companies will tell you upfront if you don't qualify for certain programs. They'll also tell you which IRS procedures they'll apply to your situation. They'll provide realistic timelines and a fee structure. Most importantly, they'll have licensed professionals on staff, either enrolled agents, CPAs, or a tax attorney. When I took over David's case, I immediately identified that he didn't qualify for an offer in compromise. He only qualified for an installment agreement. The previous company was pursuing the wrong strategy entirely, meaning you were paying for a strategy which didn't even apply to you. We got him approved for an installment plan within 60 days, and we stopped the wage garnishment and saved them potentially thousands of dollars in additional fees that they would have charged them. The lesson here is tax resolution isn't magic. It's a proper application of following existing IRS procedures. Any company that promises a miraculous result or guarantees a specific outcome before even reviewing your financials is selling you false hope and premium prices. If you're considering hiring a tax resolution company, you need to know exactly what questions to ask them and some red flags to avoid. I've included a complete guide on how to find these tax professionals in my book, IRS Battle Plan. Don't become another victim of these tax resolution scams. Get insider knowledge, make informed decisions about your tax debt. Whether you decide to handle this case yourself or hire a professional, you know exactly what to expect and how to evaluate your options. This guide includes everything I wish David had known before he wasted $15,000 in 18 months with the wrong company. If you like the information I presented, go ahead and like the video and subscribe for future strategies on how to handle your tax debt situation. Thanks.